So today we're going to talk about Alimos Marina in Athens, Greece. Alimos Marina is a huge marina conveniently located on the coast of Athens. It's highly accessible, offering shopping and hotels, and serves as the anchor of the bareboat charter fleets available in Athens. The marina does offer transient slips, though availability is limited and requires advanced coordination. Let's take a deeper dive into this marina. Focusing specifically on the location, it's right along the seafront, right next to a major thoroughfare. Very easy to get to. There's walking bridges across and the stop walks. It is a busy thoroughfare, so you have to be careful about crossing the street there. There is a tram line that goes right along that thoroughfare, so it's easy to get public transportation from there. There's plenty of cabs. We found the cab drivers very easy to work with and accessible. There's a beautiful little neighborhood near the marina, or just opposite that thoroughfare, relatively easy to get to. You know, it was so quaint, lots of little restaurants, good shopping. We provisioned out of the market there, which was very easy to do. We also stayed at a hotel right across of that thoroughfare. It was a namesake hotel. It was the Alimos Marina Hotel. And that hotel staff was very familiar with the charter cycles. There is this gap between when you check out of the hotel and when you check into the charter that you're going to be going on. And the hotel knows this. They have a huge storage area available so that you can leave your luggage there, come back and pick it up after you've checked into the boat. As far as the layout of the marina goes, it's got access points for cars on either side and a break in the fence in the middle for a tram stop. So it's easy to access. And once inside the marina, it is a very popular marina, accessible to the public. You can walk pretty much all along the seawall to get to the marina opening. You can walk along all the docks. Most docks are readily available and open for you to walk through. I think that has to do with the fact that the charter fleet is there. The layout from the water is also pretty straightforward, though you should know what dock you are assigned to prior to going in, because once you go into some of these lanes, they can be extremely narrow, and once you've committed to that, it might be difficult to turn around and go back out. But to go in through the mouth of the marina, that's pretty straightforward. And then when you go in, you determine whether you're going left or right. Basically, on either extreme end are large basins to turn around. So you can kind of get a feel for the marina on the exterior side of the piers before committing into a particular dock. All berths are Mediterranean moorings, so you go in and basically back into a space. Most of these berths had dedicated mooring lines, so I'm not sure how it would be for transients. I don't think they want you to actually set your anchor into this particular marina to Mediterranean moor. I think there's actually dedicated mooring lines there. Are certainly true for the charter companies, and that's something I would ask the marina office if I were a transient coming into this location. So this large marina is run by the Locktor Group. It's a large development construction sort of a firm. The marina, I gotta say, looked very well run to me. They don't have dedicated fuel docks. Instead, they have trucks that come out. You have to order those in advance. This is a huge marina. It's got over 1,100 berths and can support ships 25 meters and above. I think they have at least 50 berths available for those large type ships. It's got depth of like 6.8 meters to my understanding. There's a marina office with Wi-Fi at the marina office location. It's centrally located in a little green space in the center of the marina. There's plenty of parking, so there's access on either side of the marina for cars to come in, and I saw lots of parking space available. There is a boatyard that is also run by the marina and facilitates winter storage. I believe it facilitates 350 vessels. I liked that there was a boatyard there available, and if you had to get your yacht onto the hard, that was a potential place to do it. Again, during May, late May, that boatyard was extremely quiet. There was also a charter village. There was this little village of like storage containers or little mobile home sort of containers, or like almost like a bunch of RVs, like a gypsy camp. And that was where a lot of the charter offices were located, as well as other amenities. Like you could store your luggage bags there instead of take them along on your charters, for example, would be one amenity. There were bathrooms, there were little snacks, definitely things that were there specifically for people that were checking into their charters and ensuring that they had some services available. Some vendors included those vendors that would provision for you, that would provide transportation for you, a lot of representation along those lines. There was a restaurant on the marina premises with a large patio seating area. And this restaurant became pretty popular on checkout day for the charters. Everybody showed up with their luggage on their way to the airport. There was also what I'd consider a yacht club on the premises of the marina. It was called the Kalamaki Nautical Organization, or NOK is the abbreviation. And I would say that much like many yacht clubs in the US, that was an organization that was fostering sailing on small vessels, facilitating races. I think there were some like world championship races for particular small class sailboats. So they take their sailing seriously there. There are also, what I could gather, was youth programs. When I went onto the website for this particular organization, I could not get the translator to work for it, so it was all Greek to me. So I really like the website that this marina provides. I found all the information I would be interested in available. There are price sheets for transients or for those that want to be permanent residents at that location. Again, the transient space seemed to me to be limited when I looked online for reviews. That message kind of came across that you would have to really look into going there in advance if you intended to pop into Athens. Another great benefit of sailing a Greek bareboat charter out of Athens is Athens. Athens is a huge, popular European city that breathes history. There's so much to do. It's got a population of 3.1 million. Again, that Alimos Marina was right along a tram line. That line goes straight up to the Acropolis. You can get on this one line that goes from the Alimos Marina straight up to the Acropolis. It's about a 30-minute ride, maybe. But boy, that was fun. We saw a farmer's market along the way, walking around the Acropolis or paying the fees to get into the Acropolis. I would say this is that to visit the Acropolis, you should plan in advance whether or not you want to get tickets, because they limit the number of people at any particular time, and you have to schedule the time that you're going to arrive. Athens in general, though, even if you don't go to the Acropolis, has a lot to offer. There's a lot of shopping, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of museums, but just walking along that Acropolis area, there's just so much to see and do, and it's very tourist oriented, of course. There's lots of also fun neighborhoods to explore in Athens as well. How to identify Alimos Marina from the water? One thing that stood out was this huge cylindrical tower that was being built along the waterfront. That tower is like hard to miss on that Athens skyline. We just pointed our bow north of that. Certainly if you have GPS, you can pretty much see where you're going anyway. And there are a lot of vessels that are also returning on a Friday, so you can kind of watch the boat traffic and get a sense of where you're going. Also, you can look at the Athens hillsides in the background and kind of get a feel for the landmarks. The marina, certainly you're looking for a green space and boat masts. Like there's so many sailboats in there, so you can see all these sailboat masts that are sticking up with green space as the backdrop right along the coast of Athens. Once going into the harbor mouth or the marina mouth, we did a good study of the marina map and the berthing map before going into our slip. Once you commit into a particular dock, you know, there's not going to be a lot of room for air or turning around. You're going to have to go pretty deep into that particular channel before finding a place to potentially turn around. And even then, you better be on a catamaran or have a bow thruster that's going to allow you to help you swing around in those confined spaces. Our charter company had, you know, they gave us a hard copy of that map and said, you will come right back here. It had a graphic of where they intended you to bring the boat back, so that was extremely helpful. I do want to thank my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. If you stayed till the end of this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would press that like button, because that action helps the channel grow. This is Sailor Eric. Thanks for watching.